Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Tesla Gigafactory Shanghai to resume production on Monday, April 18, reports suggest. Tesla denied grant applications in Texas for Superchargers, despite fractional costs. Tesla's Boombox feature triggers recall from the NHTSA again. And Tesla now doesn't let anyone buy their car after lease is over, as used car prices are skyrocketing. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. It appears that the wait for Gigafactory Shanghai's return to production is almost over. If recent reports prove accurate, Tesla's massive Model 3 and Model Y plant in Shanghai may restart its operations on Monday, April 18, 2022. Gigafactory Shanghai has been shut down since March 28, following the city's implementation of its stringent anti-COVID measures. China is currently battling a COVID outbreak, widely considered the worst that the country has faced since the pandemic began 2 years ago. Areas of Shanghai were locked down, which happened to include the location where Tesla's EV production facility was situated. Individuals familiar with the matter reportedly informed Reuters that Tesla China had received the go signal to resume Giga Shanghai's operations from local authorities. However, the individuals, who opted to remain anonymous since the company's plans are private, also stated that the plans for resuming Giga Shanghai's vehicle production might still change, depending on how the COVID surge develops in the city. Tesla is reportedly planning on restarting Gigafactory Shanghai's operations with a single shift this coming Monday, with the company gradually ramping up its operations after. Tesla and the Shanghai government have not issued a comment about the recent updates. Gigafactory Shanghai serves as Tesla's primary vehicle export hub, and last year, the facility was responsible for delivering about half of the company's total vehicle deliveries. With this in mind, and according to calculations based on Giga Shanghai's internal output plans that were reportedly viewed by Reuters, the facility's 3-week pause in vehicle production has cost the company over 50,000 units. The estimated output loss of Gigafactory Shanghai would adversely affect the company's Q2 vehicle production and delivery results. Tesla, however, may be able to temper the effects of Giga Shanghai's 3-week shutdown, at least to a small degree, by ramping the production of the Model Y in Gigafactory Berlin and Gigafactory Texas. Moving to the next update, Tesla denied grant applications in Texas for Superchargers, despite fractional costs. Tesla recently applied for a series of grants through a program in the state of Texas that would cover up to 70% of an electric vehicle charging stall installation. However, the applications from the United States' leading electric automaker were denied, despite costs being a fraction of what competitor installations would cost. According to a report from Forbes, which examined the rejected applications and what would instead be installed, Texas is doing itself a disservice, selecting the most expensive stations in the worst locations for their money. Despite a laid-out sheet of ground rules, which tend to gravitate toward impartial and unbiased selections, it does not always work out that way. The $21 million in grants, which are awarded on a first-come first-served basis, provided enough funding for 170 chargers at 41 stations. Tesla's applications were not selected for a single project, despite aligning with the grant's requirements, which would have made Tesla install CHAdeMO or CCS connectors, which would open the Superchargers up to other car manufacturers. Interestingly, the article states that around 70% of EVs on the road would benefit from even more Tesla Superchargers. The robust network of global charging stations for Tesla, which recently eclipsed 30,000 worldwide, provides energy for the industry's best EVs. Sales figures for Tesla are simply incomparable to other EV companies, as it is the only company in the United States to consistently mark hundreds of thousands of deliveries per quarter, with each one being an electric powertrain. Tesla's Superchargers would not have only benefited drivers of the all-electric automaker's products. The Forbes report indicates Tesla had only applied for a small portion of the money to build its first 4 stations, which would also accept non-Tesla EVs, much like a pilot program the company has started to test in Europe. While it has not yet happened in the United States, Tesla Superchargers could be used to provide energy to other EV manufacturer products. Tesla stands to gain in other ways too, as the company allowing other cars to access its infrastructure would help relieve range anxiety concerns. However, its biggest advantage is having 70% of the station covered by grant money. Even if Tesla planned to use the grant funds to expand its charging infrastructure, the decision of not accepting their applications is questionable. Opening up potential supercharger locations to other automakers would be extremely advantageous from a cost perspective. It also would give Tesla the ability to test the waters of a potential pilot program in the United States, with plenty of restrictions that would still give Tesla owners prioritization at the stalls. Moving to the next update, Tesla's Boombox feature triggers recall from the NHTSA again. It appears that Tesla's Boombox function has caught the ire of the NHTSA again. In a new safety recall report, the NHTSA set its sights on Tesla's Boombox once more, this time focusing on the risks of the function when the company's vehicles are using their summon or smart summon feature. According to the NHTSA, current standards establish requirements for pedestrian alert sounds for electric vehicles like Tesla's. These standards prohibit manufacturers from altering or modifying the sounds emitted by their cars' pedestrian warning systems, which are designed to make a vehicle's presence more evident. In affected Tesla vehicles, of which the NHTSA estimate number about 594,717 Model 3, Model Y, Model S, and Model X, Boombox may allow users to play custom sounds while Summon or Smart Summon is engaged. While the NHTSA notes that Tesla's Boombox and the company's pedestrian alert sounds are mutually exclusive, the agency noted that sounds emitted from the Boombox feature could be construed to obscure or prevent the PWS from complying with FMVSS 141. This could then cause an increased risk of collision. Tesla, however, is not aware of any crashes, injuries, or fatalities that are related to the NHTSA's Boombox complaints. In the safety recall notice's description of remedy program, the NHTSA clarified that Tesla had already issued an over-the-air software update to disable Boombox when its vehicles are in drive, neutral, or reverse. However, not all vehicles that received this update were subscribed to the company's full self-driving suite, which opens access to features like Summon and Smart Summon. The new Boombox recall could then be seen as a way for Tesla to be extra cautious, as it would ensure that its vehicles will have Boombox disabled, even if their owners opt to purchase FSD in the future. Moving to the last update, Tesla now doesn't let anyone buy their car after lease is over, as used car prices are skyrocketing. Tesla has changed its policy to now not allow anyone to buy their car after their lease is over, as used car prices are skyrocketing to new records. Back in 2019, Tesla announced that it wouldn't let people who are leasing a Model 3 buy it from the company at the end of their lease, which is most often an option in car leasing. At the time, Tesla claimed that it removed the option because it planned to use the vehicles in its upcoming autonomous ride-hailing network. Please note, customers who choose leasing over owning will not have the option to purchase their car at the end of the lease because with full autonomy coming in the future via an over-the-air software update, we plan to use those vehicles in the Tesla ride-hailing network. Customers can visit tesla.com/3 now to lease a Model 3, Tesla said. 3 years later, this autonomous ride-hailing network has yet to happen, but the move was still extremely powerful for Tesla due to what happened to the used car market. With long wait times and increased prices, many used Tesla vehicles are now being sold at higher prices than when they were new. Tesla has been making a killing on those vehicles coming off of their leases, just like Tesla owners who are upgrading their vehicles. Now, Tesla is expanding its no-lease buyout policy to all vehicles, according to an update to its website. The new language makes it that now no new vehicle on lease, starting today, is eligible to be purchased at the end of the lease. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the electric arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.